What's up, you guys? I'm Natasha. Today we are here for Wellness Wednesday, and I got my special friend. She's amazing. Vanna White. She's going to be my Vanna White for today.
You can be Vanna Red.
Vanna Red, my bad. Vanna Red, yes. And for the fresh faces, what's up? I'm Natasha. I am a mom of 4, certified life transformation, hormone, weight loss coach, and this health guru over here is also a boss mom. So today I'm going to share 5 tips on how to boost your energy, boost your immune system, and boost your metabolism. Really quick, you guys know that a couple years ago I lost my husband to cancer, colorectal cancer. He was super young. It was a week after he turned 37. I'm turning 37 this month and feeling amazing, better than ever. And a lot of it has to do with the stuff I share with you guys on social media. So that's kind of my background, and I also used to be an RN, worked in internal medicine, pulmonary, so just had a lot of experience in those areas. And then now it's so fun because I help moms look good, feel good, boost their immune system, boost their waistline, fat loss, all that stuff. Before that, I just want to say this one thing. No matter how many supplements you guys take, because I know there's so many supplements on the market, right? It's super, super overwhelming. And that will never ever replace stress. Okay, so if you have a lot of stress or fear in your life, that will wreak more havoc on your immune system than anything else. And I'm saying this, I know it's not like a sexy topic and all that stuff. I was that person a few years ago where I was like, yeah, stress, whatever. But now I understand it so much more, that if you just focus on that one thing, getting rid of the stress in your life or lowering the stress in your life, it will change everything. High cortisol levels suppress your immune system, your reproductive system, your digestive system, and it slows down the growth process in your body.
And adrenals.
Your adrenals produce cortisol and adrenaline when you're stressed out. We can handle stress in short periods.
Like bursts.
Bursts.
Like bursts, that's what it's meant for. Like
bursts.
Sprint.
Yes. But when we're
Not
under...
marathon.
And sometimes, you guys, and like actually for most of us, we're like in front of a computer and our body feels like we're being chased like a tiger, right? Just from stress, like relationship stress, financial stress, all those types of stresses, right? That's why so many women, so even ask yourself, men and women, you're dealing with a lot of stress, you tend to store it in your belly.
And stress feels different for different people too.
Yes.
Because everybody thinks that a lot of people mistake anxiety for stress.
True.
And they're 2 different things.
What do you feel like the difference is between anxiety and stress?
So I feel like anxiety is a fleeting feeling and it's meant to propel you to do something. Whereas stress, I feel like, is something that sits and festers and you may not even feel stressed. Because sometimes when you're stressed out, it comes out in different ways.
That is so true.
Yeah.
That is so true. So just to give you guys an example, a real life practical example, this is crazy. So a few years ago, my husband was going through chemotherapy, surgery, cancer treatments. It was so stressful. And at that time, I didn't feel like I was stressed, like what you're saying. But I had 0 appetite. And like I had body pains. And it's crazy because if you would have asked me, are you stressed? I'd be like, no, I'm good. But my body was feeling it. So it's exactly what you're saying. And another thing that was crazy about this, we were taking the most expensive supplements. You can't even find these, they're not available to the public. It was $1,500 a month for these supplements. Like, they're crazy, crazy good. But you know what's interesting? So even though we were taking like the most potent supplements available, we still both would get colds. I would get colds, still got the flu, all these things. And I didn't realize, because I wasn't aware of it at the time, it was stress. Fast forward to 2019, he passes away. I just like go into a place of like, kind of like screw it type thing. I'm like, whatever. All I cared about in that moment was to feel better. I wasn't caring about my immune system or weight loss or weight gain, or like I wasn't caring about any of those things. I was just like, I just want to laugh. I just want to be able to function. So I took that time and I was doing things to naturally feel better about myself. So I was like dancing again. I was like working out. I was like doing.
Is this in 2019?
This is 2019, 2020.
So that's when I met you.
Yes.
2019.
And so she saw me when we first met. My husband had just passed away.
Yeah.
I was so scrawny, right? Like I was
I won't say scrawny. You always look good, but like you were
pretty
thinner.
scrawny.
You didn't have as much muscle as you have now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your sister-in-law referred you to me.
Yeah,
That's how we
exactly.
met. Yeah.
But the crazy thing, so I had stopped taking all the supplements. I had only started working on lowering my stress. And you know the crazy thing, for like a full year, even up to this point, I never get sick. No colds, no flus. Even when, you know, what was going around, I think I had like a little bit of a cough and a little bit of a tingle in my throat for like 2 days, but nothing really. And that shows you, and I wasn't taking those expensive supplements anymore. So that shows you the power of stress management. You know, it's one of these things that you don't really believe. You probably don't even believe me, because I wouldn't have believed me either until you start experimenting and you have more fun in your life. Then you realize you start to feel better and you don't get sick often. Like typically, even for yourself,
it's kind of like red flags.
Yeah,
it's sort of like a red flag. If you're starting to pick up a lot of things around you, like colds and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's a red flag for you to maybe reassess what's going on in your life and be like, am I stressed? Because like I said, sometimes when you're in that like fight or flight mode of life and you're like just trying to get stuff done and you're not even thinking about yourself, or even like you forget to eat or whatever, that's stress, and you don't realize you're in it when you're in it.
No, you don't. You don't have the awareness at all. Totally. Okay, so Miss Vanna White, Vanna Red. Yes. Let's talk about some supplements.
What would you like out of your magic health bag?
Okay, maybe you can like secretly take something out, and then I'll tell you about it. How about that? Let's do that. I'm just gonna lower this down a little bit more so we can see the bag. Can we see the bag?
You can see the bag. It's reusable. It is eco-friendly. Okay, so what am I gonna? So I can just mystery pull anything.
Yeah, mystery pull from my bag.
Ooh, okay. Well, this is fun. Let's go. This thing looks pretty cute. So this is Kicks.
Okay.
This is from Harmonic Arts, and it's Kickstart.
Thanks, guys.
Elixir blend, and it's got cacao and dandelion root.
Okay, so do you guys drink coffee, or you don't drink coffee? Some people don't drink coffee. Some people have like perimenopause, menopause, or they just don't like coffee, or they have hot flashes. So if you are dealing with that, or if you are feeling like something is coming on and you want to kind of cut out the acidic foods and drinks from the body, I drink coffee. I love coffee. But if you want an alternative, I just discovered this, you guys. It's so good. It's called Kickstart by Harmonic Arts, and it has a whole bunch of herbs, and it has adaptogens. You guys know about my adaptogens. Adaptogens help the body adapt to stress at a hormonal level, so it helps lower those cortisol levels, boost the immune system. This one is so good because it has the maca in it, has chaga in it, it has some herba mate powder. Pardon me?
Oh, it's maca.
Yeah, it has maca. It has dandelion root. It has cacao in it. So good, you guys. So you can have something like this without any cream or sugar, okay, because we're trying to boost the immune system. This will also boost your metabolism and your focus, okay? Super good. What I'll do, you guys, do you want me to post this stuff on the stories, on my stories after? And then you can let me know if you want me to post all these products on my stories, and I'll do that for you guys, okay? Okay, Miss Vanna Red.
All right.
What's our next product?
Our next product is, it's a no-brainer.
Okay, you gotta go right into the camera, girl. Okay, so if you're a mom or a dad and you have picky eaters in the household, teenagers, young kids, whatever, or your husband's picky, whatever, your wife's picky, or maybe you're picky, this will actually help. So my kids are super picky when it comes to food. I'm trying to reverse a lot of bad habits that they've developed over the last little while, mostly because like a few years ago, feeding them, like, this is gonna sound really bad, but my husband was going through cancer treatments at the time, so he was on like a really strict diet and everything, so all the attention and focus went to him, and like the kids, we kind of just fed them whatever because it just wasn't the focus.
Yeah.
So the problem with that though is they developed bad habits for a couple years, and so now I've been trying to reverse those bad habits, which has been happening slowly, but they still have not great eating habits. So one thing I do that I found to be so effective for them is I'll make them a shake once or twice a day. And in that smoothie I'll put frozen berries. I like frozen berries because if you're in a climate like myself, like us, We don't get
have
fresh.
access.
We don't have access to fresh organic fruits all year long. So if you have frozen berries in the fridge, ideally organic, you can grab them whenever. You don't have to worry about them going bad. And then it adds texture to your smoothie. Okay.
What are the main things that you put in your smoothie?
Yes. So dark berries, which have a low glycemic index and high in antioxidants. That means it doesn't spike your blood sugar really fast. When you spike your blood sugar really fast, you tend to store more. It increases your insulin levels, and you tend to store belly fat. So my main thing is I always put frozen berries in there. And if you're trying to lose weight, don't put bananas in there because that has a really high glycemic index. You want the dark berries, okay? Or you don't want to be putting melons and really sweet fruits. You want to be putting the darker berries. So dark berries, and then I'll put a scoop of this stuff in. I just got this. This is by Vega. If you're in the US, KOS, K-O-S, my favorite brand. Like, shout out to KOS. I don't have any here, but they have the best protein powders, the best supplements, powders and stuff, greens that you can throw into smoothies, and they actually taste good. And it's actually really good quality, like non-GMO and stuff. But this, I added this because it helps with the kids' brains, which are, developing a lot at this age, and it will help them with focus. And we know that so many kids are struggling with like ADD and all this stuff now, right? Okay, so this stuff has pumpkin seed in it, has choline in it, has thiamine, a bunch of vitamins, vitamin C, and I believe it has some omega. It has 32 milligrams of omega-3.
It's vegan, right? This?
And it's vegan,
yeah.
So something like this is really good. I always try to go for dairy-free. You guys know that.
I do too.
You do that too. Dairy-free, you guys, will help with your digestive system, help with weight loss, also helps with hormones for you and your kids.
I add diced, either fresh avocado or diced frozen avocado to our smoothie as well.
And Vaughn will eat it still?
Yeah. You don't add a lot. It doesn't change the flavor, especially if it's already been pre-frozen. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I usually throw in ours, just for that good healthy fat as well.
Totally. Yeah, that's really, really good. Okay, Miss Vanna Red, what's next in our mystery bag?
Is Omega Twist Limelicious.
Okay, so omega, you guys, are so good for our kids. It's good for us, right? Because it's good for our immune system. It's good for our skin, our brain. But it's really, really good for our kids too, and their nervous system and their immune system. So this one is really good by CanPrev. It's a Limelicious. It's 1,500 milligrams of omega-3, plus it has vitamin D in it. So
this is also vitamin
amazing.
D.
Yeah.
D as well.
Okay, so a quick note on vitamin D, you guys. We, especially if you're in the northern climates, there's a very good chance that you are deficient in vitamin D. And there's so much research now that shows how vitamin D boosts your immune system. Okay? So even the reason why I know so much about this too, so when my husband was sick with cancer, I was doing a lot of research, watching all those documentaries and looking up research. And they were talking so much about how vitamin D, how we're so deficient in vitamin D, especially if you're darker skin.
That's right, because you don't absorb it in the northern atmospheres.
Yes. So if you have darker skin color, you're not absorbing the vitamin D enough of it, okay? And so even when, he did a bunch of blood work when he was first diagnosed, we went to like a private clinic, and he was deficient in vitamin D. Right away they noticed that. So something so simple like that, just having more vitamin D in your diet every single day can be a huge game changer for you. It also is really important for women for our hormones and to feel better. Right? It
gives you energy.
Yeah, there's a lot of depression and stuff that happens when people aren't getting enough vitamin D.
And vitamin D has to go in combination with vitamin C, right, for it to be absorbed?
Yes. Yeah. So you can do like the drops. So here's like just a drop vitamin D version. Like I said, this one has the omega in it. Or, you can ideally,
salmon, like you said.
Salmon, yeah. Ideally, you want to go outside and get some fresh sunlight too, fresh air, sunlight. But I would still be supplementing as well.
I think it's 20 minutes of direct sunlight gives you your daily dose of vitamin D. I think that's what it is. I'm not 100% sure.
Exactly. So if you're struggling with just feeling down too, vitamin D.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Okay, what's next in here, Ms. Vanna Red?
The organic elderberry syrup.
Okay, you guys, this I always have in our fridge. So just good old elderberry, especially over the last couple of years with everything that's going around.
Yeah.
I was giving this to my kids and I every day pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, and especially if they got like a tingle in their throat or anything, elderberry, it's really, really good for the respiratory system and the immune system. And it actually tastes good. So that was another thing that was really great to give to the kids. One side note that I really, really wanted to share with you guys, when you are looking at supplements, you guys, this is so important. Look at the ingredients because so many companies put sugar in their supplements.
So much.
Right?
And it may not even say sugar. It may say like corn syrup.
Exactly.
Or like some type of syrup.
Or cane sugar.
Yeah.
Coconut
Extract,
sugar, whatever.
Some sugar extract.
So especially when you're like, you have stuff going on in your throat or you feel like you're almost feverish and stuff like that. When you have sugar, bacteria feeds on sugar. It feeds, so you want to be starving your body of sugar in these moments. You don't want to be adding sugar.
Artificial sugar.
Yeah.
Natural sugar is okay.
Yeah.
Fruit's okay.
Yeah, so you can have fruits, you can have a fruit juice so you stay hydrated, but like drinking things like, I don't know if you had this, but back in the day when I was sick, my mom would give me ginger ale.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. Like to this day, she's like, oh, you're sick, have ginger ale. It's like...
It's because the ginger is supposed to calm your stomach, right? So they think the ginger ale will calm your stomach, but really you're just sugar blasting your entire body.
Totally.
So like I think
have
the intention
ginger.
is good with the ginger, but like the sugar in there kind of neutralizes that effect.
Exactly. So so no matter what supplements you're looking at, look at the ingredients, you guys, okay? Because companies love to sneak. They don't care. Most companies don't care. They just want you to buy the product, right? So that's why they'll put sugar in almost every supplement. Like you really have to go through and look. Like I was just at the health food store and I was going through so many products and they have beautiful packaging, really good ingredients, but then the first ingredient is sugar. And like this is counterproductive to boost your immune system.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna butcher this. I'm not gonna say it right. Magnesium bisglycinate.
Oh, you're so cute. She did good. She gets an A for effort.
But an F for accuracy. So how do you actually say it?
But F for accuracy. Let me ask you a question, Miss Shawna. Why do you take magnesium?
I take magnesium for bone health.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. I was curious why you were taking it.
Is that wrong?
No, it's good.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really good for like your bone, teeth, all those things.
Yeah, it's true. So it's really good for your hormones. It's really good to relax your muscles. So if you deal with a lot of stress.
Oh yeah, actually that was recommended to me for I get restless legs sometimes.
Exactly.
So
exactly, and I think it's like over 300 chemical processes in the body require magnesium, and most people are deficient in magnesium too. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So magnesium is also good if your kids are really anxious, or if you're really anxious. It could be a magnesium deficiency as well. So you need magnesium, yes, to build a lot of different things in the body. It's also really, side note, if you struggle with like cramps, like period cramps and stuff like that, magnesium is really, really good. And the reason why I have the magnesium bisglycinate versus just other magnesium is that it's just more bioavailable. It's just absorbed way better in the body. Yeah. I haven't taken any magnesium in a while because I feel like I've been having so many shakes lately. So I've been getting it naturally. But before I would take it in the evening time after my workout. So, yeah. Okay, so the next thing is...
I could smell it before I lifted it out of the bag. It's the dreaded, but oh so powerful.
It's so potent too.
Oil of oregano.
Okay, what's your thoughts on oil of oregano?
Oil of oregano, if you have anything going on in your body, this will kill it. Like if I feel anything coming on, I will put like a couple drops of this under my tongue.
I know.
And just be like suffer through it because honest to goodness, it's like a secret weapon.
It is. That stuff will just like burn.
It smells and tastes like mothballs and it feels like liquid hell going down your throat when you have it. But it's like the best thing ever.
It is the best thing ever.
If you can stomach it.
And some people like to take it in pill form.
No.
Yeah, so I find the pills aren't that as effective as just literally taking this stuff and putting it underneath your tongue,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
just swallowing with water. Sublingually. And so if you take drops underneath your tongue, you guys, when you take it sublingually, it actually it bypasses the digestive system and gets absorbed right into the body.
Yeah.
It's really, really powerful. Yes. I would not give this to my kids. They would probably cry.
I have given it
What?
to Vaughn. Yeah, when
And he took it?
He was really sick and he took it. It was awful. He did cry, but it was like it needed to break some stuff up.
Oh,
in there.
totally. This stuff is so powerful. Like,
It
I
is.
always have
Yeah.
oil oregano in my house.
I diluted it too for him.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. You're a kind mother.
Yeah.
I take it straight. Like, I just want it
Me
to
too.
burn. Like, just kill everything, you know?
It's
And I'll take it as soon as I have, like, a little tingle in my throat.
yeah.
Like, when my son Isaiah was, like, breathing his fever in my face, I literally was taking this, like, 3 times a day, and along with all these other things, and, like, by the end of the day, I was totally fine. Okay, so here, this is another thing I've been putting in my kids' smoothies lately. The other thing, so my kids hate vegetables, like I said. So in their smoothies with their protein powder, I'll put a plant-based protein powder. I'll show you guys soon what that is, the frozen berries. I'll also put a scoop of greens. So my kids pick this one. The biggest thing with greens is, I mean, if you can do something that doesn't have, once again, like a bunch of sugar and fillers in it, that's ideal. This one is really good because it has a whole bunch, like it has like kale, wheatgrass, barley, spirulina. Those are all really, broccoli powder, barley, those are all really, really good for the immune system. It has a whole bunch of antioxidants, and then it has herbs, like the turmeric is in there, elderberry, a whole bunch of other things. And then it also has a probiotics and digestive enzymes. So gut health, you guys, huge for immune system, okay? So that's the other thing you always want to be trying to introduce to the body is healthy bacteria. So the unhealthy bacteria doesn't take over. Okay, my love, next one.
One of my favorite brands, Mia Adora, women's ashwagandha with black pepper.
Okay, so ashwagandha, you guys, I won't go too much into this because you guys, I'm assuming, watch me every Wednesday. But ashwagandha, you guys, huge for lowering cortisol levels. We talked about that. There's so much research that shows how it lowers the cortisol levels. Isn't this for stress relief? Yes. Stress and the immune system go hand in hand. Okay, so as we talked about at the beginning of the live stream, the higher stress levels and cortisol levels, the more suppressed your immune system is, your digestive system, your reproductive system.
Ashwagandha changed my life.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a good starter too. If you're new to the adaptogen game, ashwagandha is a great like starter adaptogen, I feel. Because it does everything really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's like a miracle herb.
Yeah.
It really is. I started taking this when my husband passed away. I think I started taking it maybe right before, but I can't even remember. It's a blur.
Yeah.
But definitely around that time because I did not want to go on antidepressants and I was dealing with so much anxiety and stress. Once I started taking the ashwagandha and some of the other adaptogens, it helped so much. It helps with sleep. It helps with your immune system. It boosts testosterone, especially for men. So if you're trying to build your muscle, it helps with your metabolism. It helps with your libido. It's one of these beautiful, because when you're stressed, right? When you're stressed and your cortisol levels are really high, it suppresses everything else in the body. So that's why people will feel fatigued, they'll feel stressed, depressed, they can't sleep properly, the libido is low, fatigue, getting sick, digestive systems, all of these things go hand in hand. So if you can take something to help with lowering your cortisol levels, in addition to, healthy practices like, journaling or meditation, going for walks, stuff like that, those things hand in hand are so powerful, and it'll help you with your weight loss journey, because when we talked about when your cortisol levels are really high, like most people, that's when they have the stubborn belly fat.
Yeah.
Right? And so also, you guys, just because we've been on here for a little while, if you have to go and you're wanting a list of foods and supplements just to help with your immune system and your metabolism, you can click on my bio profile up top, and I got free downloads for you. Okay? Next, Miss Vanna Red.
Collagen powder or liquid?
Collagen. Oh my gosh. Okay. Actually, you've been taking a collagen. I'm gonna let her talk about her. I'm gonna let Miss Vanna Red.
This girl back here that just wandered in here. Collagen's great, and it helps with so many things. Like it helps with joints. It helps with function. It helps with brain focus and function. It helps with a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I definitely try to use that daily if I remember to throw it in. Sometimes I forget. But I've noticed a huge difference, especially with hair growth.
Yeah.
Like even with Jenna is one of the girls that's worked with me for a long time. She's been doing my eyelashes for a long time. She was even like, oh my gosh, your eyelashes are growing out so fast. And yeah.
I just bought a powder one. I just started taking it. So I can't really say too much about it. But I also take a liquid one that's in like a joint care.
There you go. Yeah.
Actually, I didn't even bring it. But yeah.
I can't remember the brand right now. I'll post it. I'll add it to your comments when you post this.
And just to add to the collagen thing, so I do take collagen in a liquid form with, the ashwagandha with, I think it has glucosamine in there as well.
Yeah.
And MSM, hyaluronic acid.
Yeah, if you're like into anti-aging, collagen's great for your skin. Like it does a lot for like that glow and that like resurfacing. It helps with resurfacing. So
yes,
it's really good for your skin.
And the reason why I take it actually is because I started lifting weights about a year and a half ago, and I'm 37. Well, I'm going to be 37 soon. You guys, I have zero joint pain. Like this is like my biggest flex. I'm so proud of myself because like just learning how to lift weights in my 30s after 4 kids, and like I'm lifting pretty heavy weights for me, and I'm not a bodybuilder, but for me they're heavy weights, and I have zero joint pain.
This one is Holy Basil by Flora. It's a tea.
Okay, so you guys know I'm like the adaptogen queen. She gave me that name. It wasn't me.
I crowned her.
She did. She's like, you're the adaptogen queen. So just because there's so much research on this, right? Adaptogen, so there's another adaptogen called holy basil. Also been used in Indian Ayurvedic medicine for so long. And there's also a ton of research that holy basil lowers cortisol levels. So if your cortisol levels are really high, you go get your blood work done. Holy basil tea is so good.
Yeah.
I find that holy basil compared to ashwagandha is not energizing. Like the ashwagandha really is energizing, but tulsi can be very relaxing and soothing. So I did grab this from the health food store. Thanks, Miss Vanna Red.
You're welcome.
You can have it just in tea form at night before bed if you want. If you're just like wanting something to help you relax, maybe you're just under extra stress right now, and you just need something hot to sip on before bed so you can just unwind and slow down. Tulsi, or aka holy basil tea, is awesome for that.
Amazing.
So there you go.
Holy basil. So this is what I keep in my purse, and it's the first thing I take in the morning. I sleep beside it. It is my thing that I take.
Sleeps beside it? That's dedication.
It is. It's right beside my bed, and in the morning I just go, and I start my day. It's like my favorite. It's my favorite thing.
That's why she looks so perfect. It's the drops.
It's your drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Women's Energy and Fat Burner Drops. Supports hormonal balance, helps burn fat, supports metabolism boost, and increases focus. And guess what brand it is? Hers.
She's like, yep.
Mia adores.
Mia adores. Okay, there you go. Mia Dora. Yeah, so this, speaking of adaptogens, has a whole bunch of adaptogens in it. So if you want to have it with your morning tea or coffee, you can even have it with your holy basil tea if you want.
That stopped me drinking caffeine.
There you go.
And it's like crazy. My energy, when I started taking that, it changed everything. It changes everything.
Yes.
Like,
game changer. So this has maca in it. It has ginseng in it. Those are like the main things that are really, really good. And then also African mango, EGCG, which is a green tea extract. There's no caffeine in this, and there's no fillers in it. So if you like to do keto or you like to fast in the morning, which I do, you can have this and it will not break your fast.
It's a slow burn energy too.
Yeah.
So it's not like caffeine where you drink a cup of coffee and you're like, and then like an hour later you're like, I'm so tired, I want to like sleep against the wall. This like literally is like slow burn energy, like green tea, like my maca green tea.
Exactly.
Green tea.
Anything that you take and it has like an instant like energy boost, you got to be a little bit careful about the ingredients versus something that's like slow and doesn't cause you to crash after.
Doesn't at all. I love those drops. And you can stop taking, because I've run out of these, because you've run out of these.
Yes, but we were restocked. We're good. Like, we were running out of these. We could not keep them stocked.
And I couldn't keep them in my shop either. They were like, flew off the shelf.
See, true story.
So this basically, it's like it's my go-to. It's my favorite thing I take.
And you know what's cool too? So I have a new lady that's working with me. She's helping me around the house. Her and her daughter, like anyone that works for me, I'm like, here's supplements, be healthy. So she started taking it, and her kids, well, they're not kids, they're adults. One's a man, a grown man, one's a grown woman in her 20s, and she's, I think, in her 40s. And she loves it. Loves it. They're already asking me for more product because they absolutely love it.
Well, it increases a lot of energy. It also increases your libido. So if you've been having issues with that, that really helps as well.
That's my disclaimer. Like, I hope.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, sorry, not sorry. Hopefully you're married, because this will improve your marriage.
Yeah.
Like, actually, maybe, hopefully. Okay.
So this is Prophecy Ultimate Pre-Workout and Vega One All-in-One Shake.
Okay, so real quick, I'll do the pre-workout last. If you are making shakes for you or your kids, you guys know I'm like, throw out the whey protein, please.
Oh, that's so old. I can't believe people still drink that.
Well, people don't know, right? And you go.
It's like, why don't you just go eat some soy too while you're at it?
Exactly. Well, and people, you know, they're honest and they're trying to eat healthy, and they'll go to like health food stores or supplement stores, and you're looking for a protein powder, and you might find a package that's like really well done, really well marketed, and it's just full of garbage.
Yeah, it'll make you gain weight, and you'll feel like bloated and
especially if you have bloating issues, you guys. Whey protein, it just sits in the gut, it's hard to digest, causes bloating, disrupts your hormones. Ideally, throw those away and have a plant-based protein if you can, okay? Ideally, something that's non-GMO, no soy in it if you can. My favorite brands are KOS, K-O-S. They have so many yummy flavors.
Yeah, they've got good flavors.
Or Vega. I think Vega's only in Canada and KOS is in the US. Both really, really good. Okay. So, and this is kids approved, by the way. Picky kids approved. Okay, so last but not least, pre-workout. If you are tired, busy mama or dad, often actually, I will have a pre-workout drink before I go and I lift weights, because I'm starting to do a lot harder workouts. I don't like doing like the lighter workouts anymore. And yes, please list all these in the stories. Yes, I will do that. This one, you guys, is my new favorite pre-workout. It's called Prophecy. It's the ultimate pre-workout, and it actually is the ultimate pre-workout. And the reason why I love it, oh yeah, we have to talk about that too. She's eating my product back there. It has neurotropics in it, and it has adaptogens in this. So it not only has the BCAAs, and it has vitamins in here, like vitamin B and C and stuff like that, and the beta-alanine, but it has, it has lion's mane in here as well.
Oh, it does, really?
Yeah, so lion's mane is a powerful mushroom, neurotropic, and adaptogen, and it helps with neurogenesis in the brain. Really good for focus.
Yep.
Okay, so
Bag's empty. The only thing left is the thing that I started eating.
Oh yeah, okay, so this is what I wanted to mention before I talk about my must-have supplements every single day, is one of the best things, in addition to taking supplements, to help your immune system, especially if you're starting to feel like a little bit worn down, or you're getting like that tickle in the throat type thing, is there's 3 things. Cut out the dairy, cut out the sugar, and you can even fast. So we were just talking about that.
Yep.
So maybe you can share the fasting thing, and then I'll talk about the candy. So when you were doing this 6-week cleanse, did that disrupt your cycle at all?
No, it actually improved my cycle. I actually used to have like a pretty bad cycle, like heavy flow and like cramps. And doing it actually helped regulate everything. It fixed a lot. So
it did not go irregular at all?
No.
That tells you so much, you guys. Your cycle shows so much about where your health is. Okay, because it's all about hormonal
It was
balance.
Before I did it, and then it was like really quite horrible. Like usually when I would get my period, I'd have to take the full day off on the second day, because I'd just be like headaches and like cramping and so tired, and I would just take the day off. It would like bedrid me. Now it's like, what? Like I can go about life no problem.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I wish fasting would help with my asthma. One of the big things with asthma, side note, you guys, especially with kids and adults, is dairy.
Why is this barely in here?
Dairy. Just eat it, girl. Do it. I had to stop myself because I wanted to eat the whole thing. Dairy, you guys, produces a lot of mucus in the body. So if you notice you have respiratory issues or allergy issues, cutting out the whey and milk products. And a lot of times people, and I talk to so many people about this, a lot of times people think, oh no, I don't have dairy, I don't have much dairy. It's like, are you looking at the packaging in all your products?
It's in everything.
In your sauces, in your, chocolate
salad
bars,
dressings,
protein bars, salad dressing, crackers, all these things. I promise you there is hidden milk proteins, whey proteins, or some sort of dairy products in those products, and often they will cause the respiratory issues, and they do exacerbate asthma.
And it's usually the extracted caseins too. Like I find that like some people that drink like raw cow's milk don't have the same issue. Because it hasn't pasteurized out the good bacteria and the good proteins, right? So I think it's just been overly processed.
Totally. Okay, so we have gone over time, but really quick, what are your go-to supplements that you have to have every single day? And then I'll tell you what mine are every single day.
This guy. And I take collagen.
Collagen,
And that's really the only two that are like my for sure, because I rotate through the other ones as needed. So I usually just use those two for sure.
Okay, so my go-to every single day, definitely I have my drops in the morning. I do have pre-workout. I only work out 4 days a week. So if I'm lifting heavy weights, I will have this. Vitamin D, magnesium, adaptogens.
I kind of rotate through them, but that's
and ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, yes, I take this too.
And if you guys want the recipe for the immune boosting tea, I will add it in the comments if you want. I can add a link to that.
Okay.
It's super easy. It's all stuff you can get at the grocery store.
Is that the tea that you made at my house that one day?
Yes.
That was really good.
It's really good.
Sipping on herbal teas during the day is really, really good for you. Like there's actually, they've been shown, a lot of teas are very anti-carcinogenic as well, but they're very immune boosting. So just sipping on teas. It helps with digestion. They're very calming to the body, very relaxing. They boost the metabolism. So just sipping on like green tea, or if you don't want any caffeine, having like herbal teas like lion's mane or holy basil, stuff like that, and or the tea that she made, really, really, really good. Chamomile is a good tea. It's very relaxing. When I was under extreme stress at night, I would drink chamomile tea, or I would drink the holy basil tea.
I heard something about like licorice tea being really good too.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Herbs, like mix up the herbs, right? But also, you guys, it's not medical advice. If you have any health issues, please talk to your doctor first before you start taking supplements and herbs.
Or don't, because sometimes.
Okay, and then the last bonus tip, because we're gonna go do this right now, that's why I'm throwing this in there, is sweating.
That's what we're gonna do tonight.
So what are we doing?
We are gonna go in the sauna. We're gonna sweat our butts off for 20 minutes, and then we're gonna go in a cold shower, and we're gonna see how long we can stay. You made me do stairs on my birthday, girl. You can do a cold shower for 10 seconds.
Like, I'm actually getting goosebumps. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Thinking about, like, my body
Mind
does not,
over matter. Smile as you walk into those.
Look at me. Look at this. Just from thinking, my body's already like rebelling against this idea of being in cold. This is why I cannot live in Canada. It's too cold here.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the sauna for 20 minutes. We're gonna do a cold shower. I'll do it for a full 2 minutes. You can do it for like 10 seconds. You just gotta rotate in it so it like gets your immune system like And then we're gonna go back in the sauna. We're gonna go back in the sauna.
Okay.
And then I like to finish off with another cold shower shot, but you don't have to. It's just the one that you need.
Okay.
Okay.
We will try to record this for you guys to inspire. Does anyone else, my ladies especially, do any of you ladies do cold showers? I do.
Guys, where are you?
Yes. Tell me if you do this, the cold showers. They're really, there's so much research. You know, it's so good for your lymphatic system. It's good for
inflammation.
I think for depression.
Anti-aging, ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take Botox. Just kidding.
I'm 37 years old. I don't think I look too bad.
No, you look amazing. So. I know. It's one of those things that I know I should be doing.
Yeah.
All Russian. See, it's a Russian thing. Totally.
I am part Russian.
Are you? That's why you can handle it.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Okay, my family is from the equator. Like, we're not built for cold.
Pain is for the weak. No, it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll turn it on for 3 seconds after hot. See,
good job.
You don't even have to end on it. Like, you can just do it. It's just a shock. It shocks you.
Yeah, and it's good for your hair too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will try it, you guys, and post it.
And every
Share
shape
with you if I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, lots of people
Anyway,
do.
I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. Love you so much. I will tag Shawna in my Instagram stories if you want to go follow her. She's also this like ball of wisdom and like health guru that like super low key. So if you have any questions, you can totally message her.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
guys message me privately because I don't post a lot of stuff that I talk
Yeah.
about because it's not really mainstream. It might
Yeah.
get me in trouble. But
I know she's super controversial. I will at least like.
We need to do a podcast where we actually talk about some of the stuff.
Oh
too.
man, if you guys heard our behind the scenes conversations, you would love to be there. Trust me.
I think we should do it.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, love you guys so much. If you, somebody was asking about food too. If you want to know more about the foods that we're talking about to boost your immune system and your metabolism, or the supplements, you can click my bio up there. I have a profile there, and you can download that for free. Otherwise, I will post this on my stories. You can DM me if you have any questions, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Thank you for having me.